the following presentation of the National Football League.
Representing the legendary Al Davis and the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday night primetime showdown between the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visiting sideline, head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer. His side taking full advantage of their bye week to rest and recover. Running the show across the field, that's Raiders head coach Pete Carroll. His guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Glad to have you with us for this one, football fans. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt on the call. It's Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey with the honors. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally you recharge so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Another run for Williams. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. The main Pratt with the play defensively. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Options are open here, and this is 2nd and inches.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Laube with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs from the 37. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Ready.
Play fake, here's Smith. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Running back sent in motion left. Throwing on 3rd, Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
A.J. Cole on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. It's fielded at the 14. And finally, they're able to corral him, but not before he gets a hefty amount on that return. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur and we might even hear a few boo birds.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44.
Dak off the play fake. To the left and wheeled in by Ferguson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st down, here's Dak. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. We're going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Play action now for Prescott. Taking a deep shot here. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. With the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
Going for it, it's Williams. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 33-yard line.
Straight ahead with Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's got it, complete to Pickett. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
24 yards. That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal, Dallas.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys out in front. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Offside, defense.
So they take the quality gain on 1st, Brock, but maybe a little bit surprised that they didn't take the free 5 yards and replay the down?
I am a little bit surprised, but I think that adjective you use is why. Quality game, right? That's a tone setter, a rhythm setter. Now get back on the line and make them pay.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Now from the 2-yard line, it's 3rd and goal. Dak now from the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
14. Raiders, nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Laube with the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Pass caught by Jack Besh. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Hey, here we go.
They give up the guts. It's Genty. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Ready! 390%!
They kick the running back in motion. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Here's Williams to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
The difficult part is not tracking him out there. Almost every corner in the league's got the speed to do that. What separates him from others is the physical. Can he avoid getting tied up in a block? And then can he deliver that blow for a loss?
Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And that will not be enough for a first down. Raiders defense goes to the dime for third down. Throw here, third down. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They pick the hands off, now Prescott. Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Here we go.
Dak to the air here. And screen here to Blue. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, Smith to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. They get 22 out of that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Ready! 390%!
Motioning left is their running back. On first down, here's Smith. This is Cox, that's Bowers working downfield. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
At the 24-yard line.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
13.
Smith yet again. Diving right side, got it! And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
When coaches discuss their favorite plays of a game, I guarantee you this one's going to be on it. Not just because of the catch, but because of the effort to go lay out and bring in an off-target throw.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Smith's going to throw again. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a one-score game in the first half. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14, Raiders 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fields this one at the 3. This makes it up to the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing again is Dak. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Prescott here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up. This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback. The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Counter give to Genty. Off to the races, middle of the field. 30. He's at the 10. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cowboys taking over on offense. Not much time left before halftime. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. That is enough time to put something together. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Escapes the pocket. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Now Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
And 2 yards to go.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Throwing on 1st is Prescott. To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Throwing again, Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down.
And it's third down. Third and 12.
Here we go. Like that.
They'll air it out on third. He put everything he's got behind it. He's got it inside the 10. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First down. First and goal at the 9.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Yeah, here we go. Like that.
From the red zone now. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He brings it in. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
There's no question, Kate, with the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room.
And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead just before halftime. George Pickens the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7.
Raiders 14. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Laube with the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. A great weekend of football behind us. In case you missed any of the action, let's recap it for you. Our tour around the NFL starts now. We begin at MetLife Stadium. The New York Football Giants at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And it's Jordan Love. He'll get it to his tight end, Tucker Kraft, for the score. The Packers win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns as they host the Baltimore Ravens. And it's the former Ravens great, Joe Flacco. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Browns are playing well. They move to 7-3 with the victory. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And it's James Conner. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. The Cardinals get a much-needed win as they move back to 500 at 5-5. With that, let's take a look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL this past weekend. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fielded at the 7. Making some progress here. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Here comes the Cowboy offense for the opening possession of the 3rd. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. We've set it down from 37.
And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10.
Dak off the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock. Well, Pete Carroll's never going to shy away from battling the officials. We both know that. He's got the challenge flag out.
The previous play is under review.
So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Flushed out of the pocket. Intercepted in the end zone. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Smith on 1st down. Connecting on the slant. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Shotgun give here to Genty. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Sam Williams on the stop.
Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
Smith looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team, and he's been getting all of it every time out. Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. First down now, ball at the 33. Up the middle, Blue. No one's around him. He's got space. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 16
That's 16
yards.
on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First down.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. First and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going deep. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Back to the air, Prescott. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Third down, Raiders going on some dime coverage here.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Dak now from the gun. Taking a shot deep here. And he sails that one over the end zone. Clean breakup on that throw. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash.
You know, Kate, there was a time when you and I were growing up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive. But these kickers of today, they just keep pushing that boundary and showing off incredible leg strength.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Laube with the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Genty from the gun. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. How about 29 yards on first down? And that's good for a new set of downs.
Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up on first and 10. Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
Raiders first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Smith taking off with it. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders shrinking the lead some in the third. Geno Smith with a touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Blue here from the pistol. Breaks the tackle. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
A gain of 40 yards.
Draw play, this is Williams. And that's good for a gain of 5. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12.
They'll run the toss for Williams. A nice little run there, gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
A 3rd down run with Blue. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys making a 9-point advantage. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
31. Raiders 21. Brandon Aubrey.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Laube with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And we've seen how well he's adjusted to the NFL in his 1st season. And you can see the league's notice, too. He's leading the early race for Offensive Rookie of the Year. 1st down, Smith to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Trey Tucker makes the play. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
And the Raider 1st down.
On 1st down, Jeanty. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late. Second and 6 coming up here. And go play fake here with Smith. It's everything he has under this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
And 6 yards to go.
They'll throw, third and long. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
Yards on the play.
First and 10 from the 32.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and 10.
Play action. Here's Smith. He's got a man left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Second and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3. At the Cowboys 25.
And again, it's Smith. It's Genty underneath. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Aguilar with the grab. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Cowboys 12-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Smith yet again. Brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
And the Raider first down.
Again, it's Smith to the air. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders making a 4-point game here in the fourth. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
That one splits the uprights, and the Raiders cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Turpin with a return. And he's out a little short of the 30. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Dak to the air here. That's Lamb running the slant. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
And a decent run gets him out 4. It's going to be third down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
To the air on third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
Gain of 15 yards.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hand off to Genti. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 4th-quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Turpin with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. It's a gain of 10.
1st down, here's Dak. Finds him over the middle. He is down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
4 yards. That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll start the drive with blue. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Cowboys needing 4 points. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun is Prescott. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 3rd down, they need 7. Here he is to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal.
Setting up to pass. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute.
Touchdown, Dallas.
So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Laube with the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Raiders and running back Ashton Genti headed back out there. And as they get started, we get to see some of the first-year players who've taken this league by storm and are leading our race for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Completed to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here he is to throw. In by his back here, it's Genti. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Prior to first down, they decided to call a timeout.
And the Raiders first down.
Back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
It's now
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on first down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to second.
He'll look to throw it. We go to Genty on the dump off. All right, so he stops the clock, but seconds still ran off on a gain of, only 3 or 4.
That's a gain of 3. It's
looking to throw it. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
He was defended by
This is outside of field goal range, so no choice but to go for it here. Desperation time here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they take him down as he goes out. Now let's check on this penalty. Yep, already got the stopping and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline that penalty. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. Here's a design run. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that's it for us here.